A reading from the letter of St. Paul to the Ephesians 1:18, the Passion Translation. I pray that the light of God will illuminate the eyes of your imagination, flooding you with light until you experience the full revelation of the hope of His calling, that is, the wealth of God's glorious inheritances that He finds in us, His holy ones. The light of God will illuminate. Reflection. I pray. Paul is a man of prayer. Through and through, we see him pray not only for his evangelization, also for his fellow brethren, for the church, for the believers. And it was this prayer that expresses his great love for the soul of each and every one of us that brings us this marvelous revelation about the mystery of God's secrets. Light of God. Bible says, it's again Paul saying, God inhabits in the light that we cannot even approach. And that God is the one who created the light. Let there be light. When He said, light came into existence. Only God's light can illuminate our eyes. But for that, we cannot see things in the realm of revelation. Abraham, with his ordinary eyes, could see only his barrenness, his old age, and that of his wife. Moses could only see his failure, fearing Pharaoh of the crime he has committed in Egypt, and tending the sheep of his father-in-law. But when God gave these people word, it illuminated the eyes of their imagination. Yes, they were able to see. Abraham definitely was able to see descendants. Moses was able to see he redeeming the people by the might and grace of God into the land, the promised land flowing with milk and honey. Yes, that is flooding you with light, he says. Yeah, without light you cannot see anything. Modern days, due to so many reasons, it's declared blackout. Human beings go crazy. They cannot see anything. But the flooding light of God will make things clearer, more visible, that we can get for us His blessings. Until you experience the full revelation of the hope of His calling. Nobody experiences in an instant everything to the full. When He called Peter, He never imagined that He is going to be the rock. On Him, the church is going to be established. The keys are going to be handed over to Him. The same way with Paul. He never imagined that he would be the pioneer of the mission of the gospel to the Gentiles. So we have a calling. We have to experience gradually and day will come, we will have full revelation. That is, Paul qualifies, the wealth of God's glorious inheritance that He finds in us. Oh my, I cannot believe this. It's too great a mystery for me to comprehend. The wealth of God's glorious inheritance that He finds in us. We always think we are empty, lonely, sinful, weak and fragile. But God's glorious inheritances is already kept within us. People around us, our own family members, cannot see that. Only God can see. When Samuel saw young David tending sheep, he didn't see. He was even surprised. Is this small boy going to rule? God said, the way you see is not the way I see. God can see the interior, the inner man, because He created. So believe that you have God's glorious inheritance. It's within us, His holy ones. Yes, we are holy. How do you know? Because His Son's precious blood was given for the debt of the sins that we have committed or even going to commit. It is finished. So we have to be declaring ourselves as holy ones. Apostles always writes letters addressing Christians as saints and holy ones. Yes, we are. That is our occasion. Let's realize this and desire for this, so that we'll have our eyes of imagination flooding with light, have full revelation of the hope of His calling. Let's pray. Abba, thank You for being our light. Thank You for illuminating the eyes of our imagination. Thank You for gradually leading us to the full revelation of the hope of our calling. Thank You for the wealth of Your glorious inheritance that You find in us, we who are weak and fragile. Declare Your holy ones. Let Your Spirit make us believe in this and live by that. In Jesus' most holy name, amen. Judah Ministries. So in Jude, FR in OB1 2208. This is broadcasted from Japan, copyright protected. Kindly do not violate. Hope this brings you blessing. Keep me in your valuable prayers. See you with one more message anytime soon. Until then, let's remain His holy ones. God bless you.